Action.
The football team has no name. The New York Giants fans have no shame. And it's been Batman forever since the Cowboys won the big game. You are now watching a Philly Fuego production. Gracias, amigos. Fly, Eagles, fly. Welcome to the Nest Out West, where Eagles fans are always the best. I will always ride or die for this team, and when I'm gone, please bury me in green. Now I don't want to come off like I'm bragging, but I'ma bring the heat like an effing dragon. You can call me Fuego, aka Phillyzilla, coming to you like the Thriller in Manila. Lots of collabs and live streams galore. You're gonna love what I have in store. Giving you my all, I always will try. And just remember, it's fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah.
What is good? What is going on? And what is cracking? I am Philly Foothills Fuego, and I am back in the Nest Out West, where I'm trying to bring you the best, and I'm blessed to have you as a guest to talk about our Philadelphia Eagles. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. A little Friday, midday live stream. Why not? Got a little free time. Might as well make good use of it, right? I hope you all are happy, safe, and well, and able to watch this in a safe and peaceful setting. Like I always say, you guys are the food of the water. Without you, it goes no further. Without a doubt. So please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Keep my dreams alive. I appreciate it. Cut that Fuego beat. Let's get going. Love that. All right. What's going on, everybody? We got 4 people in the live stream so far. So what's going on? We got Gio from the 215, one of my co-hosts from the East Meets West. What's going on, buddy? Appreciate you hopping in. I don't know if you're at work or not, but I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Much love. Much love. Make sure you guys go check out Gio from the 215. He's got his own YouTube channel now as well. Make sure you guys are liked and subscribed to that. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the content. We really appreciate it because it helps push it up further out there to the algorithm, as I like to call it. The YouTube algorithm. Algorithm, that's my name for it. So yeah, please help out with that. What's going on, nephew? Big Play Slay in the building. What's going on, dude? Appreciate you hopping in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right, hanging in there. You know how we do it. Appreciate you guys sliding through. We got a nickel in here, so salute to the 5. Prime time with Stephen Joyce. What's going on, man? I hope you're doing well. And I'm glad you were able to join us as well to, get a little bit of Eagles talk in. Like I said in the description, it's not limited to that. Whatever you guys want to talk about, as long as it's not too politically or religiously, don't want to go too deep into those waters. But anything you guys want to talk about, it's on the table. We can talk about movies, music, whatever. It's all good. We are always going to be touching on our Eagles, of course. Pause. But just got a text message on that one. Yeah. To the JJaw chat. If anybody you're in that chat, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Drop the link in the description in the chat there on Twitter. And you guys, you can always find me at Philly Foothills on Twitter. I'm almost to 2,000 followers, so that's kind of cool. Approaching that mark, and yeah, very very exciting. All this good stuff we do as content creators with social media and things like that. So Jinx Wolf, what's going on, Jinx? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying out of trouble, youngster. And hope you're enjoying life as you usually do. I'm glad to see you're doing okay. How you doing, Raphael? All right. So yeah, the the Philadelphia Eagles recently announced that we're bringing back the Kelly Green, which I'm very excited about. I think there's a lot of different merchandise just out there that's going to create. I mean, like we were talking about on the East Meets West recently. Um, the the NFL in general, because the Eagles don't really have control of this. It's up to the NFL. They need to expand the amount of jersey variations and helmet variations that the teams can use in the league, because it's only going to benefit them in the long run as far as merchandise and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, they got to they got to be able to to maximize. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't, because they're all about maximizing their profit and things like that. So, Jerry Lee, what's going on, my guy? What's going on? Appreciate you hopping in with me as well. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, definitely. And yeah, you guys check out. Make sure if you haven't done so already, my co-host Vic3 and this content creator as well, right here, this gentleman, Mr. Jerry Lee, Backyard Birds podcast. Also, they do a podcast together on Saturdays called The Big Ticket. So make sure that you guys go check that out, and like, share, and subscribe to that. Drop them a content, or drop them a comment in the comment section, I should say, and they would really appreciate that. And yeah, if you don't ever catch it, you can always watch it afterwards. It's not like if a live stream isn't catched, it just goes away. It's always there in our archives, in our on our channels to watch later. And yeah, the more we do that for each other, the more we do that as viewers of subscribers to our two different content creators, the more we're helping them out in the long run, the more we're helping each other out in the long run. So it's only a win-win. Gio, absolutely, we in here. Absolutely, my guy. Yes, sir. So what's going on with the Sixers, Gio? What's the word on the street with the Sixers? Because they've been struggling a little bit lately, haven't they? I think they have. I hope you're doing well, my dude. I know you've been working hard, and I salute you for that. Keep grinding, man. Keep doing your thing. But yeah, I mean, the Kelly Green is really exciting, and I know we got to wait another season, but it's going to be here before you know it. And I think that I think I think the first Kelly Green I got to get, and even if he's retired by that point, it's got to be Kelsey. I'll get it. You know, I'll get it custom made if I have to, because got to pay respect to that man. And I think a Kelly Green, Jason Kelsey jersey would be pretty sweet. I really do. I really, really do. I don't even think one is not even in existence yet, unless somebody has probably made a custom made one. Unless they have. I mean, they might have places where they make ones like that, but not to my knowledge. Because I'm out here on the West Coast, as you all know. That's why the nest out west. Always always holding it down out here in California for our Eagles. Bleed green, 365, 24/7. As you can see, I'm on my channel here April 1st. This is not a Fool's Day live stream or anything like that. I'm not pulling any pranks. You guys are more than welcome to try, but good luck. I've had people already today try to pull some, and you know, if you're aware of the date, you can kind of spot them coming. You can, especially if you're more than of a average aware person of your surroundings, things like that, of normal people's activity. Yeah. So, and it's I was watching her. It was very interesting. I was watching a gentleman's video on YouTube in regards to analyzing the body language and things like that of what took place at the Oscars between Will Smith and Chris Rock, and that was very interesting. It's the one with the guy has the I forget the guy's name, but you could see a like an ace, and there's like a purple light in the background with a card, like a playing card with a slash through it, and it's got an ace. And it's in pink lighting. So if you guys find that one, definitely I recommend checking that out. It was pretty interesting how he broke it down, and yeah, I've kind of gone back and forth on that whole thing, and you know, I really don't think it was after everything I've studied and everything like that, which I should have done before making it a you know a determination. But a lot of us do that anyways, so it's not uncommon. But yeah, I don't think it was staged at all. I really don't. I don't think there's any way. I mean, Chris Rock looked like he's about ready to uppercut Will. If you look at that, and he showed, even though he may have been in the wrong with the joke, may have been out of place, may have been ill timed, misdirected, but there's no reason. I don't. Keeping a Fuego does not condone any unnecessary act of violence. So that's definitely part of what that means. Birdman _ 951. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you. Should you sliding through? Absolutely. Much respect to him as well. That's one of my West Coast Eagles brethren. Absolutely. We've not only have we worked together quite a bit in the past, we've also met up in person and watched an Eagles game, and that was pretty cool. Me, him, uh, and a bunch of other Eagles fans. It was Ye I Go was there as well. If you guys are familiar with Birdman _ 951, you probably know who Ye I Go is. 9530, and me and him carpooled there, and that was it was fun. But yeah, what's going on, man? You guys definitely go subscribe to Birdman. Good content creator. He's made a great set. Now his set is absolutely fuego. I've been meaning to tell you that. It's grown and grown since you started, and it looks great now. It looks like you got a little mini Vegas, little mini Eagles Vegas going on behind you, and I like it. I like your style. I like the touch, and very good job, sir. Keep up the good work. And you guys go check out his content. Make sure you hit a thumbs up, drop him a content, or drop him a comment. Keep saying that on his content, and he'd really appreciate it. Hashtag fans against bullying. I like that. I like that. Nobody likes a bully. Just like I love the Captain. I love in the first Captain America when before he gets before he gets the treatment to get all anti bad CGI'd Chris Evans with his face on the skinny little boy's body. But when the guy asks him, he says, "Do you want to kill Nazis?" And he says, "No, I don't want to kill anybody. I just don't like bullies." And I love that line. I really do. I really do. He's basically saying that I don't want to kill anybody, but bullies are the first ones that I'm going to go. I'm going to defend myself against, definitely, first and foremost, and try to eliminate if we can. Birdman _ 951 hashtag elite superfans. Oh, I think that's in connection to his little endeavor that he's got going in Vegas coming up as being a super fan for the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's pretty cool. Guys, go check out Elite Superfans. Anthony Allen, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you sliding through. One of the very loyal subscribers to the Nest Out West from the very beginning. So appreciate you, my guy, and thank you for sliding through. I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing well yourself, and it's good to hear from you. Definitely good to see you slide through. Birdman said Chris Rock has suffered a lot in his life. I really feel bad for him. Anyway, I mean, I could see that aspect, and I mean, who knows? And I mentioned this on the East Meets West. Who knows what has? Because I think if anyone has done any little bit of their research about this topic, they know that this is not the first time that Chris Rock has made a joke towards Jada Pinkett Smith. And we don't know. Will Smith and him could have had a conversation in between then and what just occurred this past weekend. And Will may have said to him, "Hey, man, you come at her again, you know, on a, on in a on a national level, and you embarrass my wife in public, then there may be repercussions, and I'm not going to do it behind closed doors. I'm going to let the whole world know about it." So, you know, maybe Will was just keeping his word at that point. But I can understand where you say you feel bad for Chris Rock. I give Chris lot of respect for how he handled the aftermath of being slapped. Um, he showed a lot of restraint. He showed not only, and I'm not saying just physically at all. He could have went after Will. You know, he could have said some things. He could have mentioned the affair that Jada had. I mean, and I think that that's what kind of what he was processing when he was like after Will screamed at him about keeping his wife's name out of his effing mouth, and and Chris kind of goes, "I could, yeah," and he caught himself, and then he just kind of and then he went on. I think, and then he went on to say, "Oh, this is the greatest night in the history of television." So Rock handled it very well. He really did, and that just shows his professionalism and who he is as a person as well. And I think that if I think he could have made this, he diffused the situation pretty well. If he would have went on and continued the argument or conversation with Will after being slapped and then screamed at and cussed at a couple times. It could have got a lot worse. Let's just put it that way. It could have got a lot worse. It was is in reality, it was a sad situation to see in totality. So yeah, I could understand that definitely. And if somebody were to, I probably wouldn't have handled it like that, but definitely somebody comes out the one I love like that, they're gonna hear from me for sure. And if they want to take it to a physical level, then that's a different story. But I think can ultimately words I think can be more powerful than any punch. So that's my opinion. Birdman said, "My life has taken a new path, man, becoming a super fan. I'm so proud to represent the birds, especially on the West Coast." Hey, you deserve it, bro. You do. You've put in hard work, and your pride for this team is unbelievably strong. Your passion for this organization is without a doubt pure and deserving of everything you're going to get from becoming a super fan. So I'm hella proud. I'm hella proud of you. Excited, happy for you, man. Absolutely. And kudos to you. And kudos, even bigger kudos to them for recognizing you and for selecting you because they made a great choice, my friend. Great choice. Absolutely. Absolutely, double A. I remember. I remember, my bro. Definitely. Much love to you. And I hope you and your family are doing well. Hope things are starting to, or I should say I hope things are, staying blessed for you and your loved ones. Birdman said, "I heard an interview with Howard Stern and Chris. After hearing that, I feel that Will had no right to do what he did, was very unprofessional." I agree, and he's very, very lucky that they didn't escort him out and basically forfeit his chance to lose the award that he ended up winning later that night. So, you know, I it's it was a very, very interesting what took place, and like I said, it was sad. But yeah, I agree with you. It's very unprofessional, and he could have handled it a completely different way. And I think he realizes that. I think you know, like I tweeted out not too long ago. I don't know if many people saw it because I don't think I got a lot of response from it. But all Will showed us was that he is human and can make bad decisions, very unprofessional decisions, as one would say. You know, in the heat of the moment, and who knows? Maybe this taking on the role of Richard, of the King with the King Richard movie. Maybe that resonated really deep with him, and maybe he's trying to make changes in his life. Yes, he probably took it too far, and I totally agree with that. Unprofessionally, absolutely. But I think we all can just really step back and look and be like, you know what? Even though he's this famous multi, millionaire movie star, top of the world when it comes to the Hollywood stage, he's just human, just like you and I, and he can make mistakes, bad decisions in the heat of the moment, and that's what he did. That's what he did, and he's just lucky that, like I said, it didn't cost him more. He's lucky. He really is. Joey Shake 72. What is good, dude? How you doing? Appreciate you sliding through after your live stream. I was watching most of his live stream earlier today. He's been grinding lately. Joey's been live streaming, I think, every day. He's always putting out videos. But yeah, I've been enjoying the live streaming you've been doing lately. Been trying to catch most of it, if not all of it, if I can. And yeah, I appreciate you coming through, my guy. Much love to you. Much respect. And I mean, hey, I got 4 people in here. I'm sure all 4 of you are already subscribed to his channel, but if you're not, make sure you go check out Joey Shake 72 because he has got one of the best channels out there when it comes to Philadelphia Eagles content, without a doubt. Birdman, what's going on? Absolutely, my dude. Big shout out to Anthony. Absolutely, absolutely. He is. I can't argue with that at all. He has been here literally since day one. So yeah, big shout out to Anthony Anderson or Anthony Allen, I should say. My bad, Anthony Allen. And yeah, definitely very, very loyal from the soil fan, as Tone to Shields like to say, for the Nest Out West. I appreciate you. Living the dream. Absolutely. Go Birds. Yes, sir. That's very exciting, man. Super fan. You got that. You like literally could put that on your resume now. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It really is. But yeah, the the Philadelphia Eagles absolutely, in my opinion, absolutely need to draft at least 2 defensive players in the first round. Um, if they were to go, if they were to go defensive tackle and defensive end, possibly. I don't know that how he does. Definitely, he at times he favors that. He favors that defensive line heavily. So that wouldn't be surprising at all. Um, I mean, who are you guys thinking about is going to be available when we draft? I've done quite a few mock drafts. I mean, hell, we could probably do one right now. Let me pull one up real quick. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, let's see here. All right, you guys can see that now. Okay. So let me go in there. Oh. Oh, I gotta scroll down. That's right. Haven't used this one in a minute. All right. Let's start the draft. All right, so we're on the clock. Let's go see how it transpired. All right, Aiden Hutchinson goes number 1 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kyle Hamilton goes number 2 to the Lions. Texans take Thibodeau with the 3rd pick. Sauce Gardner gets swooped up by the Jets at number 4. Derek Stingley, goes to the Giants at 5. That's interesting right there. That is interesting. Let's see. My bad. The tackle Charles Cross goes to the Panthers from Mississippi State at 6. The Giants at 7 then take tackle Akeem Ikawanu from North Carolina State. And then Trevon Walker goes to the Falcons edge rusher. Top edge rusher from Georgia goes off the board at 8 for the Falcons. So they cross him off the board. Let's see. Quarterback Trent McDuffie. Interesting. Goes to the Jets at 10. The Commanders of Washington then turn around and get wide receiver. Ooh, are they looking to build around Carson Wentz? Drake London is taken by the Washington Commanders at a number 11. That is interesting right there, too. One second. A little feedback here. There we go. All right. So then the Vikings take George Karlaftis at pick 12. So the second edge rusher off the board there. That's some guy. That's one guy I kind of have my eye on for the Eagles to possibly get. I don't think he's going to get taken that high myself, but this mock draft says so. Does that really say every position? Are you kidding me? Does it say that up here too for the Texans? I don't know if I've ever seen that. You guys notice that right here? That's hilarious. No disrespect to Coach Dante, but damn. I mean, I knew they were in need, but geez, every position. It literally says that. It says every position for the Texans. That is interesting. I did not notice that before. If it said that all along. Okay, so the Texans then take wide receiver from Ohio State, who has been saying that he would love to get drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles. Garrett Wilson. He's from the area. He's a big Eagles fan. I'm pretty sure he is, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so then the Baltimore Ravens, the pick right before us, they take the third edge rusher off the board. Yikes. Jermaine Johnson II is taken as well. Because remember, guys, Ajabu is gone. He is injured. Ruptured Achilles. Torn Achilles. I'm not sure if it was ruptured. I think it was torn. I think ruptured's bad. Worse, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. All right, Anthony Allen says at 15, he would go Devin Lloyd, linebacker from Utah. Okay, I love that pick. I do. I don't think the Eagles are going to pick a linebacker at 15. I would be very, very surprised. It'll be absolutely out of the ordinary for Howie Roseman and company to select the Eagles linebacker that high in the draft. Then he's got the Eagles taking Kenyon Green, guard center from Texas A&M. And then at 19, he's got us taking Trent McDuffie. Okay, well, McDuffie's already off the board, so we can't go that avenue. But let's see what we got here. Let's see. See what we got left. I know some names right off the top of my head. Like Jordan Davis is still out there. Didn't see his name get called yet. Let's look at edge rushers though. Just for S's and G's. All right, so the top edge rusher left, it says, is David Ajabu, which is definitely not going to be on a lot of people's board. I doubt at this point. He's definitely a risk coming off of that Achilles injury. And next is Boy Mafe from Minnesota. Let's look at his stats. Boy Mafe is 6'4", 265 pounds, and he's number 34 on the PFF Big Board ranking. It says Mafe was a massive riser after he earned the highest passer rushing grade among edge rush defenders during the Senior Bowl practices. He's an ascending player who possesses one of the best get-offs in the class. Ooh. That's interesting. All right. So who do you guys... What's going on, Coach Dante? He says from Dante Sports Live streams. Appreciate you sliding through. Big salute to you. And salute to the four in the live stream right now. Appreciate you guys being with me. And yeah, Coach Dante. So who would you? I got to get your guys' opinion here. I want to have this be chat oriented. With this mock draft. So it's not like the clock is going to go anywhere. We're on the clock technically, but technically the clock is everlasting with these mock drafts. So, what would you guys? Where would you guys go? You guys go corner, defensive end, defensive tackle. Let's see who else we got. Let's see. How do I get back to that screen? Yeah, previous. No, not that one. I'll just X out of it. There we go. Okay. And the next one is Nick Bonito he's an edge rusher from Oklahoma. He's 6'3", 240 pounds. It says Bonito may be a designated pass rusher at the NFL level, but he'll be a weapon in that regard from day one. That's a big thing, you guys, from day one. We need guys like that. We need guys that we can get and play from day one, if possible. He's been the most productive pass rusher on a per-snap basis, I should say, over the past 2 seasons, earning a 93.6 pass rusher grade in 2020 and a 92.5 pass rush grade in 2021. So his pass rusher grade dipped down just slightly, but not much at all. He's given, 4 out of 5 stars. He's from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He's not quite 23 years old. And he's had multiple pressures in every game the past two seasons. Career high 8 pressures versus Texas in both 2020 and 2021. So he's had success against Texas. That's interesting. What's going on, Coach? Appreciate you. Oh, you started a different channel. Okay, you didn't just change the name. That's what's up. That's what's up. I like it. Okay, Anthony Allen said Jordan Davis at 15. I like that. And 16, he said Chris Olave, wide receiver, Ohio State. You think he is? You think he's gonna You think he's gonna be pretty successful at the next level, huh? I don't know. I don't know about taking Olave in the first round. I don't know about that. I question that. I think to me, he's gonna have to develop a lot more with his route tree. With him, I see just a lot of straight line speed. He's got pretty good hands. I mean, he's like Will Fuller, just he could probably catch better, and hopefully he won't be nearly as injury prone. To me, that's who I compare him to. So I mean, possibly, I don't know. I'm just not super enthused with that pick, but I'm gonna go ahead and let's see here. Let's look at the defensive tackles and corners real quick, and then I'll make the pick at 15. Let's see. So we got to go here let's go to the defensive tackles. Yeah, defensive interior. Devontae Wyatt is number one, or Devontae Wyatt. Number one, Jordan Davis. Number two, we got some talent at defensive line, defensive tackle right here. Both of these guys are absolute studs, in my opinion. They're good in different ways. Jordan Davis is an absolute monster run stuffer. Devontae Wyatt is more of a quarterback pressure type of defensive tackle. But that's interesting. That's interesting that they both fell this far. In my opinion, I would have assumed that one of those teams before us would have selected them. That doesn't really scare me in regards because I know what they both can do. In regards to them being a risk of a pick, and that's why they're falling. So the top two or top three corners would be Andrew Booth Jr., Khair Alam, and Jalen Petrie. So possibly Booth. He's going to be one of these picks, I think. What do you guys think? Treylon Burks would be good, even though he didn't test too well. Let me get Coach Dante's comment up here. And the test too well, and the combine on his 40 time, but football speed big. He's strong. He can separate coverage, and he can get yards after the catch. Okay. Treylon Burks, possibly. There's another name. All right. So I think a smart pick for the Eagles at being that Fletcher Cox's last year, more than likely with the Philadelphia Eagles, especially if we draft a guy like I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do something crazy here. I'm going linebacker at number 15. I'm gonna go with my guy Anthony Allen. I'm going linebacker. Devin Lloyd. Done deal at 15. All right. So now we're on the clock at 16. Appreciate everybody being here. There's 6 people in the live stream right now. So if there's a player that you want me to draft that you see is still on the board, let me know. We got some good interior defensive talent here. Let's see. All right. So I think that we should possibly go because one of these two guys is more than likely going to be there for us at 19. So I think we should go corner here. I think we should go corner. And I think it's going to be Booth Jr. more than likely. Let's see. There's my corners. But I mean, what are your thoughts on these upper echelon corners that are left? Daxton Hill from Michigan, JP from Baylor. We got Elam from Florida, Booth Jr. from Clemson, McGreary from Auburn. I know I've been hearing these names, so I know they're above average at least. Let's see here. Martin Emerson, Marcus Jones, Sam McCollum. I've heard that name. Yeah, I mean, I've heard quite a few of these names. Let's see here. All right. See if my fruition comes to play here. So I'm going to take a corner. AB Jr. is 6 foot 195. He's not quite 22 years old yet. It says Booth has some of the best feet in the draft class, but he gets exposed a tad too often for our liking. He gave up 29 catches for 46 targets for 312 yards in his first full year as a starter. That's interesting. Okay. He gets a 5 out of 5 star rating, though. He one-handed an INT versus Virginia in 2020. These are career highlights. And he had 2 INTs and a pass breakup on an 0-4 targets versus South Carolina in 2021. Wow. That was a locked-in game right there. In high school, he had, 162 career tackles, and he had 1,058 all-purpose yards. Interesting. Okay. So he's got a little bit of offensive talent as well. That's very interesting. Okay, so now let's look at Karir Alam. He's 6'2". He's a little taller. He's a little younger as well. He's just about 21. It says 20.9 years of age. So he's he's 6'2", 196. 4 out of 5 star rating. Elam is a long physical corner who shut down some of the SEC's best. Despite 7 penalties, Elam still only allowed 19 catches for 36 targets and 191 yards last season. But those 7 penalties, that's a little worrisome to me. It says he allowed 2 catches for 7 yards, 2 catches on 7 targets for 36 yards, and 2 pass breakups versus Alabama this past season in 2021. Didn't allow a catch in final game versus UCF. And in high school, he played some receiver. Okay, he's a converted corner receiver. He had 1,490 receiving yards, 15 touchdowns in high school. So he too has some offensive skill ability as well. I would say he has even more probably. So that's interesting too. So because in a pinch, right? Let's say the Eagles are in a game and he's not necessarily our starting cornerback even yet. Let's say going into the season that Zach McPherson or Tay Gowan beats him out for the starting position. we get into a early division game possibly or something. It's an important NFC conference game possibly down the stretch that our receivers become thin from injury from the season, and we could possibly use him on the offensive side of the ball. So I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind, and I think possibly go that way. Um, in regards to selecting him over Andrew Booth Jr. That's I didn't read that part about him. So you always got to keep your mind open to a lot of different things like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. See what the draft the chat is saying here. All right, Anthony Allen. I think this was in regards to Chris Olave. He said he will be successful at the next level. The great opposite side of Smith. Yeah, he would be. I mean, I think any receiver coming in is going to benefit being on the opposite side of uh, of Devontae Smith because he showed last year that even at his size, he's going to succeed at this next level. He in the building. What's going on? Appreciate you sliding through. If you guys haven't seen any of her content, please make sure you go check her content out. Go check out Coach Dante's channel out as well, his new channel. And make sure you guys are subscribed to them. Hit the thumbs up. He made the intro for the East Meets West. So big shout out for that. We love it. We appreciate it. And, it's absolutely fuego. It really, really is. You did a great job. And appreciate you sliding through, Key. Hope you're doing well. Hope your family's well. Your son. Hope you're coaching them up well. Coach Dante said Treylon Burks will be good, even though he didn't test. Oh no, I already read that comment earlier. Okay. Let me see. Coach said Chris Olave will be okay, but I feel like the Eagles just need a bigger body. I agree, and he said I think Treylon Burks is that bigger body receiver that can separate, catch the 50-50 ball. Okay. He said got to take a wide receiver in the first round. Okay, Key. All right, I'm gonna definitely keep that in mind. Coach also went on to say about Burks, he said he is a dominant force with the ball in his hands, and he's a very good route runner. I like that. I do. I think that fits well with our scheme, our team, things like that. Coach Dante also said I like Draxton Hill. A great playmaker. McCreary can be a steal. Okay. All right. I appreciate that feedback. Definitely. Richie MC, what's going on? He said I did a mock draft and ended up drafting all in on 3 spots on a Georgia Bulldog and felt uncomfortable about that. Wyatt Davis and Dean. Okay. Hey, I mean, I don't hate that draft. I mean, I feel possibly that we do need another receiver. I don't know if we need to take one in the first round because I think there's second round talent that's going to be there at 51 when we select that. In the second second round. It's actually going to be if we use all these picks, it's going to be the fourth go round for us technically. But I don't think that's that bad to feel uncomfortable about it. I mean, are you just saying that because you're not a Georgia fan? That's probably why you're saying it. Andrew Booth will be a solid pick up. We would be a solid steal as well. Okay. Richie MC said Booth 5'11". He's not 6 foot. Whenever someone is listed as 6 foot, it's really below that measurement. Okay. Because nobody's exactly 6 feet tall, I guess. Is that what you're saying? Come on, Richie. No, but I know I get what you're saying. Elam is very young. Okay. Don't you want that though? To a certain extent. One of my other loyal subscribers, Random Anton. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you sliding through. Said, what's up, man? I'm worried about our ability to pick a wide receiver last year, Howie kind of wouldn't or kind of couldn't miss. That's true. Howie had a great draft last year, but we did not draft a um obviously besides Devontae Smith, we did not draft a wide receiver last year. But I know I understand what you're saying because the couple before that were definitely big mistakes, obvious to this point. And because we all know who we could have gotten if we didn't draft those two guys at wide receiver that are still on our team right now that I'm talking about. We know their names. And I'm sick of saying them because they don't. To me, they don't even garner my time to this point because they haven't put up to me, if they're not going to give me full effort out there on the field and at least try to become part of this team and contribute, then I'm not going to waste my time and talk about them on here. So Coach Dante said, Uncle Foothills, look out for Christian Watson and Sky Moore. Those are two underrated wide receivers, and also George Pickens from Georgia. These receivers are going to be second-round steals. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree, especially with the first name you listed. And I got to give credit to bringing this guy was brought to my attention by AK Eagles, my co-host of Eagles Uncensored podcast, Christian Watson. I think this kid is going to be a pretty good player from out the gate in the NFL. His body is ready. His game is it's pretty solid all around. He could probably improve the blocking a bit as a receiver and maybe his get off speed off the line, but other than that, I mean, he's going to be a great addition for any football team, and he would be a great addition as a weapon for Jalen Hurts in his make or break year, more than likely. Which is sad for me to say because I don't know. To me, I don't think even if, I mean, unless he just really just absolutely plateaus, and obviously if he declines this next year, then we have to go in a different direction. But if we pull the plug on Jalen Hurts too early, if we're impatient with this kid, and he goes on to be a Pro Bowl quarterback somewhere else, we're going to look like absolute fools, and we're going to feel like idiots, and not just on April 1st. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Okay. So back to the draft, the mock draft that I was doing. I'm going to go Elam from Florida. All right. So Jordan Davis was taken at 17 by the Chargers. Not surprising. And then wide receiver, Jamison Williams from Alabama, coming off the ACL injury, was taken at 18 by the New Orleans Saints. So, if we were to go wide receiver, theoretically, who is left on the board now? Let's see. Chris Olave is on the board. Treylon Burks is on the board. Shout out to Coach Dante. Yeah, Christian Watson's not too far down there. Let's read about Treylon Burks. He's 6'3", 225. He's 22 years of age. His career highlights are 5 catches for 163 yards and an 85-yard touchdown in a win versus Texas A&M, and 4 broken tackles and 2 scores on 9 catches for 109 yards versus Auburn in 2021. In high school, he had 151 receptions for 3,403 yards and 43 touchdowns. Also lettered in basketball and baseball, so he's a pretty gifted athlete, definitely. Let's see. He's a 4 to 5 star rated. Again, he's 6'3", 225. He's a junior, so he's 22. It says Burks' combination of size and speed is unrivaled in the class. He racked up 1,100 yards and 11 scores last season. A true junior should be a vertical weapon in the NFL. Okay. He's from Warren, Arkansas. So he stayed home, went to school in his home state. All right. Coach Dante said Christian Watson runs a 4.3, and he's a tall receiver, and also Cincinnati wide receiver Alec Pierce, who also runs a 4.3. Some of these late round receivers this year could easily go in the first round. Yeah, you never know. I mean, stranger things have happened. I definitely think you're not too far off with that at all. All right, so I went with Anthony Allen's suggestion. I'm gonna go with Coach Dante's as well. I'm gonna throw a curveball in here. Take a receiver at 19. Treylon Burks. Welcome to Philadelphia. And I'm gonna go receiver again. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, let me look and see if Watson's still there. Oh, that'd be crazy if I did that. Or would it? He's there. He's actually only third on the list. That's surprising. They have Justin Ross listed higher than him. Okay, from Clemson, South Alabama. I don't. Who is Jalen Tolbert? I do not recognize that. They have him ranked higher than Christian Watson. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. Good point. Good point, Richie. Good point. I like that. He said, "Grab Burks, otherwise the Cowboys will." Jerry Jones is a former Razorback. That's what happens when a Razorback gets you. Comes along, comes running up behind you, and then, dang, that's a painful ending right there. Richie MC, you be listening to music, huh? While you're listening to live streams. Either that, or you just got done listening to music. One of the two. Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. Definitely. Especially if it is your Friday, if it's the end of the week, work week for you, the school week, whatever you guys are doing, I know schedules vary for different people. Some people work on the weekends, things like that. But yeah, happy Friday to everybody. And yeah, let's see here. Let's see who was taken in the rest of the first round. I'm gonna go look at that. Oh, I seen David Ajabu's name. We'll get to that. Okay. The first quarterback off the board? I think it was. That shows you the weakness of this quarterback class, you guys. Malik Willis. After we took Treylon Burks at 19, number 20 pick by the Steelers of Pittsburgh. Malik Willis, quarterback from Liberty. All right, so Coach Tomlin gets a quarterback that he probably likes, and you know they have a bridge with Trubisky where Willis wouldn't have to start for probably a year at least or two. One second, guys. Where was I at here? Okay. Oh, yeah, I was going through the. Okay, so then Nakobe Dean goes to the Patriots. Not surprising at 21, defensive pick. The Packers go with Tyler Linderbaum, center, Iowa, at 22. Devontae Wyatt falls all the way to 23. Wow. To the Cardinals. That is interesting. Trevor Penning, tackle from Northern Iowa, goes to the Cowboys at 24. Chris Olave goes to the Bills at 25. That's going to definitely help their offense. He can take the top off of it. Andrew Booth Jr. slides to 26 and goes to the Tennessee Titans. David Ajabu, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, take a risk, a big-time gamble on David Ajabu after tearing his Achilles at his pro day. At pick 27, Lewis Sign, safety from Georgia, gets taken by the Packers at 28. Bernhard Raymond gets taken by the Kansas City Chiefs at 29 out of Central Michigan. Boy Mafe gets taken by the Chiefs. Next pick at 30 from Minnesota. The guard Zion Johnson gets taken at 31 by the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals. And at 32, quarterback Sam Howell is taken by the Detroit Lions. That is their pick from the Los Angeles Rams. That is the only time, anytime soon, that the Detroit Lions are going to be in the 32nd pick unless they trade into it. Can't mark my word on that. Okay, so the second round starts with defensive tackle or defensive interior lineman, I should say, because he could be a defensive or he could be a nose tackle as well, depending on the system they run. Travis Jones from Connecticut. Matt Corral, third quarterback taken off the board at 34 from Mississippi. Daxton Hill. Ooh, the Jets are loading up on corners because didn't they take a corner in the first round too? Daxton Hill from Michigan. Okay. Didn't the Jets? Yeah, they took Sauce Gardner. Wow. They are loading up on the defense. And they took McDuffie. What? 3 corners? That's insane. Why would you take 3 corners? Why would you take 3 corners? I know your DB is your need, but wow. You also need linebackers and wide receivers. That's very, very unlikely to see 3 corners taken by a team in the first 2 rounds. Kenyon Green was taken by the New York Giants at 36. 37 was Jaquan Brisker, safety from Penn State. Recognize that name. For the every position. No, no disrespect to Coach Dante, but I was talking about that before you got into the live stream, I think. That's the first time I've ever seen that, Coach, is that next to your guys is it doesn't list positions. It says every position right here. That's crazy. Let's see here. Random Anton said, I have to go to work. I pity the fool. Have a good night, Foothills. Appreciate you, my guy. Keep it fuego. As always, take care, my dude. Have a good day at work. Appreciate you. Very much so. Vic 3, another one of my co-hosts from the East Meets West. He's got his own channel as well now on YouTube. I've been pulling them out of the chat, and they're creating their own channels now because I recognize great talent, great insight, great and superior intelligence when I see it. So big shout out to you, to Gio, to our boy AK Eagles of Eagles Uncensored as well. You know, you guys are doing absolutely great and I couldn't have found better guys to work with. So yeah, Vic said, "What's good, everybody? Appreciate you sliding through, my brother." Lions picked 2 QBs. Did they? No, I don't think so. Let's see. The Lions picked 32. Oh, they did. That's weird, right? This mock draft is, you caught that. Good catch, Richie. I didn't even catch that. Shout out to Richie MC for catching that. I didn't even catch that. And they were really close together too. I should have caught it. That's funny. They took Sam Howell and then they took Matt Corral. That is weird. That is very weird. This mock draft's on crack right now. Seriously. All right, so then let's see. Yeah. I know you guys are in complete rebuild right now, especially after everything that took place with the front office and your former franchise quarterback and Deshaun Watson and all that stuff. So yeah, I think once you guys traded away D Hop, in my opinion, you guys were kind of giving up on D Watt in a way, and that was kind of the beginning of the end for me, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know how you feel about it, Coach, but that's what that's how I kind of perceived it. Okay, so then where was I at? The Jets take wide receiver George Pickens at 38. Back-to-back wide receivers go is then Sky Moore is taken by the Chicago Bears at 39. Another quarterback comes off the board at 40. Seattle's using that pick they got in the Russell Wilson trade to get a quarterback in the draft, pretty high. Second round pick, 40 at number 40, they take Desmond Ryder from Cincinnati. Let's look at his stats. Desmond Ryder he's 6'3", 215 pounds. He's a senior. Career highlights, only 2 turnover-worthy plays over final 7 career games. 12 rushing touchdowns, including 91-yarder versus SMU. So he's a mobile guy. Definitely fits into the type of offense that Pete Carroll would probably be wanting to run with coming in. I mean, I know Russell's not super mobile, but Russell is he runs when he wants to, not because he has to. That's the type of quarterback Russell Wilson is, because he can kill you from both. It says Ryder's 4 years at the helm of the Bearcats offense making him one of the most experienced passers in the class. He improved every year en route to a career high 90.7 grade in 2021. His career highlight at St. Xavier was he threw for 951 yards and 10 TDs through the air, 915 rushing yards, and 18 touchdowns as a senior. So he definitely likes to tuck and run. And that's not necessarily going to translate to the NFL. He's got to be able to win from the pocket too. We've seen it time and time again that it doesn't matter, unless you're even Big Ben, guys that are big like that, Cam, you know, um, bigger quarterbacks, yeah, they can get away with it at the beginning of the career, but it's going to really reduce the longevity of their career. So he's got to be able to win from the pocket. Definitely, he's got to be able to win from the pocket at the NFL level, and we'll see. We will see. At 41, the Seahawks then take edge rusher Arnold Ubiquity from Penn State, and I'm sure Vic 3 could have some insight on him because he is a big Penn State fan. I think Gio from the 215 it is as well, if I'm not mistaken. But what did Coach Dante say here? He also said once D Hop left the organization, D Watt still wanted to play for the Texans. The problem was he wanted to be more involved of the offseason scenarios, and Bob McNair did a 180 on him. Anchors Nick Casillo Watson got frustrated and wanted out, but I like all the draft picks that we got for him, though our future is bright with those draft picks. Oh, Michigan State guy. Okay, Gio. All right. All right. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect it. Let's see here. So then the Indianapolis Colts, from the trade that they got from the Washington Commanders for a one Commander Carson Wentz, they go and get receiver Jahan Dotson from Penn State, which once again, Vic 3 could let us know about that. If AK was here, he would let us know about him as well because they have good insight on Penn State players. Kenny Pickett, next quarterback off the board, goes to the Falcons, who recently traded Matt Ryan to the Colts. So that makes sense. At 43, the Falcons go quarterback. 44, the Browns would then go Roger McCreary, corner from Auburn. That's a steal of a pick, in my opinion, that in the second round. It's a good pick at corner there. I like McCreary. Brees Hall, halfback off the board. Iowa State. Okay. Ravens get a new running back. And then the Vikings go at 46. Oklahoma edge rusher Nick Benito goes in the second round at number 46. Leo Chanel from Wisconsin goes to the Commanders. Linebacker. So they get a linebacker help there. The Chicago Bears, with a pick from the Chargers, get, and that was probably part of the Khalil Mack trade, I'm assuming. Jalen Petrie, cornerback, Baylor. So he's pretty high up on the board there on the cornerback position. So he slid a little bit. And then corners back to back off the board. Kyler Gordon from Washington goes to the Saints at 49. And then at 50, from San Diego State, edge rusher Cameron Thomas goes to the Chiefs for their pick, one of their picks that they got from the Dolphins in the Tyreek Hill trade. So we are on the clock at 51. Let's see who's best on the board. Best on the board is Brian Asamoah, linebacker, Oklahoma, or edge rusher Kingsley Ngarbe, South Carolina. Drake Jackson, USC defensive end. I forgot who we picked. Who do we need still? Gio said, I think KC gets a wide receiver in the second. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We went linebacker, corner, wide receiver. I don't know. I think we need an edge rusher. I'm not too familiar with this guy. Kingsley Ngarbe. He's 6'4", 265. He's 22 years old. Career highlights are at least one pressure in every single game the last 2 seasons. 5 quarterback hits versus Troy in 2021. 3 forced fumbles in 2020. High school, he was coached by Winston Gordon. I don't know who that is. led to a 14-1 record as a senior. He's 4 out of 5 star rated on here on the on this website I'm using, which is shout out to the PFF, pff.com for their draft mock simulator. It says Ngarbe, I think I'm saying his name right, has been one of the highest graded pass rushers in the country over the past 2 seasons, recording an 89.2 pass rushing grade in 2020 and a 92.5 in 2021. That's important, you guys. He's improving. While he's not the kind of athlete, it says, who hears his name called early, Ngarbe has the violent hands to be productive in the NFL. Ooh, I like violent hands. I think I'm sold. Gio says offensive line. You think I should draft offensive line over this guy? I don't know. I think I should draft this guy. I think we need an edge rusher. I like violent hands too. He's big too, 6'4", 265. A big kid. He could take on some of those bigger tackles in the NFL. Some of those tight ends. You think we should go offensive line on this pick, Gio? Let me know in the chat. Let's see who the best offensive line is. Let me look. I mean, you thinking guard? Because if you're thinking guard, we got to go interior offensive line. What's going on, Michael? How you doing, my guy? Yeah, absolutely. It clearly is. Absolutely. Yeah, I took one in the first round. I took Treylon Burks. I'm wondering who I should take right here, though. Should I take an offensive guard, or should I take a defensive edge rusher? I'm thinking edge rusher. I think we need more defense. What's going on, SG? How you doing, my guy? Appreciate you sliding through. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Just doing a little midday. All right. You know, it's later in the day for you guys out there on the East Coast, but yeah, just doing a little earlier live stream. Please do. Please do. Yes, make sure you guys hit that like. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys go check out BLSG's content as well. He covers the Eagles, the Sixers. He's good at covering Philadelphia sports content. So make sure you do that. Let him know Uncle Foothill sent you, and you'll enjoy it because he's a young and up and comer. All right. Let's see. Oh. And I'm live right now, not only on YouTube, but I'm live also on Facebook and Twitch. So shout out to anybody who is watching on those platforms. If you're able to, hop over to YouTube, hit that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it because it helps with the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm that I like to call it the algorithm. Helps push it out there more and more and get more people's eyes on my content. It helps me with my watch hours because I am already there with the subscribers. I am getting very close to 1,200 subscribers. I just need the watch hours. And I know, I got to put the content out there more. I do. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life these past couple months, since the beginning of the year. So, that's part of the reason why the content hasn't been as steady as it should be and as steady as I want it to be, because I want to get this thing monetized. I really, really do. I want to do this more and more for you guys because I enjoy doing it. It's not something that I dread doing at all. It's not a chore to me. This is all, it's all enjoyed. It really, really is. And if I can make it more and more of a part of my life, I want to do so. So yeah, make sure you guys help me out if you can. Have some of my content playing in the background. Like if you're on your laptop, or even if you're just at home, you could put it on your TV, because I know a lot of us have the YouTube on their TV. If you're just doing chores around the house, you could even mute it. You don't have to listen to it if you don't want to, because I understand. Sometimes we can't always listen, but yeah, if you could help me out with the watch hours, have my content playing as much as possible, I'd really, really appreciate it. It's going to help me reach my goal, and my goal is to get this thing monetized before the start of this season. So we have some time, but I do need about 1,500 watch hours roughly to get there. So I'm getting close, but just gotta get there. I know I gotta, like I said, I gotta put in the the work myself. So, and shout out to King Kincaid for the dope merch. You know, sporting my Fly John shirt today. If you guys don't know who he is, he's part of the Swoop Boys podcast. So make sure you guys go check him out as well. But let's see here. I'm gonna go edge rusher. I'm gonna go with him. I like that pick. All right, so now it's to us at 83 in the round 3. How many rounds did I choose? Am I doing the whole draft? I don't even know. No, I don't think so. Let's see. I'm just doing the first 3 rounds. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see, where was that? All right, so we last picked at A51. All right, so then Christian Harris goes, linebacker from Alabama. Pretty familiar with that name. To the Steelers. That's a pretty solid pick for them. At 52. Number 53, pick in the 2022 draft in the second round. The Green Bay Packers select halfback Kenneth Walker III from Michigan State. Then the Patriots select linebacker Chad Mumma from Wyoming at 54. Then the Cardinals choose defensive tackle or interior defensive lineman Logan Hall from Houston. Then the Cowboys are going heavy on the offensive line. Cowboys then choose tackle Tyler Smith from Tulsa at 56. Bills then go edge rusher D. Marvin Leal from Texas A&M. Wow. Then Christian Watson goes to the Falcons at North Dakota State from a pick that they got from the Tennessee Titans probably for Julio Jones. Yeah, that's going to make their offense a lot better, especially when if they get Calvin Ridley back and they have Watson on one. Yeah, Calvin Ridley, and then you got your tight end in the middle. Yeah, that's if they get a quarterback, they're going to be pretty dangerous. Then the Packers select Darian Kennard, tackle from Kentucky. The Buccaneers then select tight end Trey McBride from Colorado State. The San Francisco 49ers then choose edge rusher Drake Jackson from USC. The Chiefs then go linebacker Quay Walker from Georgia. Cincinnati Bengals then went tackle Abraham Lucas from Washington State. And then the Broncos go linebacker Troy Anderson from Montana State at 64 to end the second round. The third round then starts at pick 65 with tackle Nicholas Pierre from Ohio State. Or Frere. I'm not sure how you say that last name. Petit Frere. Probably something like that. So the Dougie's loading up on that offensive line. The Detroit Lions then go wide receiver Jalen Tolbert at 66. Martin Emerson then goes to the New York Giants at 67 from Mississippi State. He's a corner. I don't know if I hit that. If I said that already, hit on that yet. But then Coach Dante's Houston Texans go wide receiver Alec Pierce from Cincinnati. I think Coach Dante would like that pick. He mentioned that name earlier, I'm pretty sure. So I'm sure he would be happy with that pick. At 69, the New York Jets go tackle Daniel Foothill from Minnesota. The Jacksonville Jaguars then go to the defensive side at 70. Pick 70, they go with linebacker Brandon Smith from Penn State. The Chicago Bears at 71 go with tackle from Georgia, Jamari Salyer. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Dylan Durham, guard from Memphis, then goes at 72 to the Seattle Seahawks. The Colts pick that they received from the Commanders for one Commander Wentz. They go with Perion Winfrey from Oklahoma at 73. He's a defensive interior defensive lineman. And let's see here. Where was I at? The Falcons then go with wide receiver Justin Ross. Well, Falcons are going heavy on the offense because they selected a quarterback and two wide receivers so far. The Broncos then go linebacker Channing Tindall from Georgia at 75. Josh Paschal, edge rusher from Kentucky, then goes to the Baltimore Ravens at 76. Quarterback Carson Strong from Nevada then goes to the Vikings at 77. Good pick here. Safety Kirby Joseph from Illinois, a guy who I have my eyes on for possibly the Eagles to draft. Goes to the Cleveland Browns at 78. Brian Asamoah goes to the Chargers at 79. Feldarian Mathis goes to the Texans at 80. Defensive lineman from Alabama. And Khalil Shakir, wide receiver from Boise State, goes to the Giants at 81. Tariq Woolen, cornerback, UTSA, goes to the Falcons at 82. They finally go to the defensive side of the ball. All right, you guys. So we know who we've picked. We know what our needs are. I want to look at safety real quick. Ooh, I like Brian Cook. I don't know what you guys think about him. Let's read his little bio here. Oh, there's nothing here for him. But let's see here. My Facebook is just it's Philly Foothills. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Now that I say that, I don't go on my Facebook a lot. Yeah, it's Philly Foothills on Facebook, Coach Dante. You'll see my picture on there when I was in Philly, one of the buildings behind me. But yeah. That's my Facebook page, Philly Foothills. I'm gonna go safety. What does it say about Nick Cross? It says he's 6'1", 210. Unlike pretty much everyone else blazing 4.3s at the NFL scouting combine, Cross ran his 4.34 at a hefty 212 pounds. The former track star can straight up fly, and his range in a single high defense will be coveted. All right. Wonder why it doesn't have anything for Cook. All right. I think I'm gonna go with this kid. And that's gonna end the draft. It's gonna give me a grade now. No, I don't want your subscription. All right. Wow. So for Devin Lloyd, it gave me an A. For Elam, it gave me a C. For Burks, it gave me a C minus. Coach Dante definitely doesn't agree with that. For Kingsley and Garbe, it gave me an A minus. And for Nick Cross, it gave me a B plus with an overall grade of a solid B. All right. So let's see here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right. Let me get that off of here. There we go. All right. All right, you guys. Well, I've been on for an hour and a half now. I think I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon here. I appreciate everyone that slid through and was talking it up with me today. Definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Like I always say, you guys are the food and the water. Without you, it goes no further. You know what I mean? It's dependent on you guys just as much as it's dependent on me. You know what I mean? It's we all have to do our part to support one another. And I appreciate all you Eagles content creators out there that have your own lives and own time and other stuff going on, all your endeavors and all that. I appreciate you taking the time to slide through with me for a little while and pay your respect. I appreciate it. All right. But I hope you guys, have a great weekend. Hope you're able to enjoy some time with family and friends if possible. If you have to work, I hope it goes by quickly for you. And hope you have some productive days, in these next coming ones before I talk to you guys again. I may do another live stream this weekend. I may try to put out a video. I haven't put out a video in a while, but definitely going to be back again with my guy Tone to Shields the second on our Birds of the Feather the podcast Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. out here on the West Coast. And yeah, we're going to be doing our thing like we always do. So come slide through. We're going to be double live streaming on not only my channel here, the Nest Out West, but also his channel as well. Chalk it up, with Tone to Shields. Chalk it up sports, I should say. And as always, Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. out here in the West, 10 p.m. in the East. East meets West with my guys, AK Eagles of Eagles Uncensored podcast, Vic 3 of his channel, Vic 3, and Gio from the 215. He's got his own YouTube channel as well. So, yes, we're going to be live streaming every Wednesday, 10 p.m. in the East, 7 p.m. in the West. Check us out. We have different Eagles content creators on. We're going to try to get some other guests on as well. And we got lots of cool things coming with that. So yeah, got a few irons in the fire, so to speak. So definitely got to prioritize the time and make sure that I put in time to the channel as well. But yeah, I appreciate you loyal subscribers out there, my friends. Appreciate each and every one of you because I can't do it without you. So you guys, like I said, have a great weekend. Stay blessed, and I'll see you again. And on that note, stay mean, stay green. Thanks for viewing me on your screen. We fly until we die. We're Eagles fans for life. And most importantly, like I always say, keep it Fuego. And I'm out.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, you gotta shut the fuck up, and it's Shut the Fuck Up Friday, so review the script. What do you say when the cop first pulls you over?
Why'd you pull me over?
And when he keeps asking questions?
Not discussing my day.
And they ask more questions?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
And if detained, what do you say?
I invoke the fifth.
And then what do? You
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up Friday. Never answer questions when the cops ask.
Have safe holidays.